Hello friends, welcome to Astra. This is v.dhanunjayareddy bringing out the current affairs that is there in the Hindu for 23rd March 2023. So today we all know that this is Martyrs Day. So first let me tell you about this. So Martyrs Day is being celebrated, or this is known as Sahid Divas. Let us be united, just like let us show the spirit of the national unity and fight the imperialistic forces, the evils that is present in the human beings, and look for the development of the country altogether. That is the message that Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, and Sukhdev has given. So first of all, I wish you this to have this spirit of nationalism, just like these three leaders of the country. So this is Martyrs Day. So let's quickly deal with what are the things that we have on this Martyrs Day in the Hindu today. So the front page carries a news saying that the Prime Minister is warning to the entire country that COVID is far from over. So don't become complacent, be alert whenever you are going out, carry the mask and maintain social distance. Tamil Nadu blast, which was happened in October 2022, has some linking with Sri Lankan Easter bombings. And now this is where you can write in internal security issues. So if you are interested, just go through it, but this is not having that great relevance as far as this is considered. Just remember the heading. After this, going into this page, Rashtrapati Nilayam belongs to all Indians. Some great message coming from President of India. So this is why it is called. India is called a republic because the political head is elected by the people. Along with this public spaces belongs to everyone. That is the message that the President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu, has been sending, saying that Rashtrapati Bhavan or Rashtrapati Nilayam belongs to all Indians. It is a reflection that everyone is open to all public spaces. Some good editorials have come in today's newspaper. The Limits of American Power in West Asia, very beautiful article and a very must to be read article by everyone. So I have made a separate video for this, Limits on American Power in West Asia, what is happening in West Asia, all together in a separate video. If you are interested, just have a look at that video. It will be for 10 to 12 minutes. Then you will get a complete thematic analysis of what is happening in West Asia. Please look at that video. I'll be sharing the description in the description box. You can have the link of that also. So next one is abolition is the only way. So this is coming in context of the capital punishment. So this is the editorial's view about capital punishment. Recently, Supreme Court of India, day before yesterday, it has asked the central government to look into various alternatives that are available for the capital punishment. Now, what is the capital punishment that is present today? Capital punishment is executed by hanging the person to death. So what are the other ways that you have? You have the ways like electrocution, where the persons will be made to be dead by passing huge amounts of electricity, or some way of giving some poisonous gases or poisonous injections you can pass. So Supreme Court has recently asked what are the other painful or painless methods that is available for capital punishment. In this context, this article was written. So way back in the year 1980, there was one case known as Bachchan Singh versus State of Punjab case. In this case, the Supreme Court has said that capital punishment has to be given in the rarest of the rare cases. Very important, you can use this. So Bachchan Singh case, Supreme Court clearly said that capital punishment has to be given in the rarest of the rare cases. And in the Deena Dayal versus Union of India case, it said that if there is some other alternative to the so-called death punishment, then definitely Government of India has to look at it. But as of now, as of 1983, they considered that hanging to death is one of the painless method compared to other alternatives. Along with this, the 35th report of Law Commission of India in the year 1967 also said that maybe there might be some possibilities of electrocution or sending the persons into gas chambers like Hitler has done, or lethal injections. So these are also the other alternatives that are available. However, the Law Commission itself is not clear whether which form is painless or painful. In this context, Supreme Court has again revived its policy of hanging to death to look for some other alternative methods. So it has said that we have to develop a robust and humane jurisprudence, and it has to be given in the rarest of the rare cases. Then clemency things are taken, or mercy petitions are taken over a period of time. Hence, Supreme Court is trying to move out from this capital punishment regime by making some other alternatives with the perception of humanity in its context. So what the author is telling is we have to take away the capital punishment altogether if you want to reform the things of humankind. That is, there is one moral dilemma whether the taking of life is the best response to taking of the life. It is said that an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. So in this context, whether capital punishment is relevant in these modern times or not, that is what the question is. But again, let's not forget or carried away by the editorial, have your own diplomatic answers like, see, whenever someone does some heinous crimes, so how can you transform, or what is the message that you are going to send it to the people? The message that you are going to send to the people is, if you are not giving some strict punishments like capital punishments, people are going to be very, very, they don't respect law altogether as a result. So that there has to be some punishment, and punishment has to be in equal terms to the way in which they are doing the crime. So we have to write that articles here. So totally eliminating capital punishment is also might not be correct to think, because society might be relegated to the background. The final solution to change the climate or to ensure that the earth is in a very systematic manner. So this is on context of IPCC report, the 6th report released by IPCC. We have already discussed about this report altogether. Next, the old pension scheme has burden of the proof. Obviously, it is the burden will be on the poor, because the old pension scheme, there will be no contributions which will be done by the employers. It will be done just by the so-called government. As a result, it is going to increase the out-of-pocket expenditure of the government, and it is going to have negative impact on the poor people. The road to ending tuberculosis. Now, what are the things that you have to remember? In the year 1993, WHO has recognized tuberculosis as a global health emergency. So 1993, we recognized it as a global health emergency. Then the countries of the world has taken a pledge that by 2030, we have to eliminate TB altogether, end the TB by 2030. Now they have also started some funding to fight against TB epidemic. However, TB is still having its own relevance. In 3 domains we have to focus. In the first domain that it is telling is, we have to focus on the development of TB vaccine, which should be present. And this vaccine has to be at a very affordable rate to all the people. And the third one is going for advanced technologies, and it has to be rolled out immediately. These are the 3 problems of diagnostics of TB, and it has to be overcome. Now there is one more thing that is called the fight for OBC vote. This can be studied by those guys who are in PSIR domain. Caste politics, role of caste, particularly in Uttar Pradesh. We have different types of caste, and what are the caste equations that is being changed between BJP versus Samajwadi Party. So you can study. Only PSIR students, I advise you to read these domains. After this, so center is not committed to Naga peace talks. It says National Socialist Council for Nagaland or the Nationalist Socialist Council of Nagaland. So it is telling that the center is not implementing its brokered deal. As a result, we are very unhappy with the center. Now this can be written in your internal security affairs. Supreme Court to hear petition seeking to criminalize marital rape. Now what is this marital rape? Section 375 IPC defines what is a rape. As per this 375, rape is anything that is committed on a woman, a sexual intercourse which is committed by a man on a woman against her will, against her consent, by forcing her, by cheating her, by intoxicating her, and even if she is not a wife, this is for a woman who is not your wife. If you are doing this, that is called a rape. And even if she is a wife and she is less than 16 years of age, then that also comes under the incident of the so-called rape. In this context, what are the exemptions that this section 375 gives? Section 375 gives an exemption to the rape, saying that if a wife is less than 15 years of age, if the wife is not less than 15 years of age, and if sexual intercourse happens between wife and husband, then that is not a rape. In short, it is telling that a woman who is above 15 years of age, and if she has married, if her husband is going to have a sexual intercourse with with his wife against her will, it is not going to be under rape. This is the clause which is being misutilized at various times. As a result, this was challenged in the Supreme Court recently. So this is something the Supreme Court is going to look into, and we have to wait and watch what Supreme Court of India is going to tell in this case. So if you look at this, recently Karnataka High Court has said that a man is a man An act is an act, rape is a rape, be it is performed by a man, whether that may be a husband on a woman or wife. So it is telling that rape is a rape which has to be considered, otherwise by using these exemptions which is under section 375, people are going to misuse this opportunity, and they are going to misuse this IPC, and they are going to commit marital rape. So this is on Martyrs Day. They have given on a beautiful article on the text and context page saying that why Bhagat Singh is not given the equal role that other freedom fighters has been given, just like Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Jawaharlal Nehru. Why these people had a very less relevance? Because they have adapted one means called revolutionary terrorism, unlike the so-called ahimsa that is advocated by the national movement leaders. In this context, they have written these articles. If you are interested, you can read it. This is the things that we have, guys. Thanks for joining. Have a great day.